channel. My name is Thanda Xaba. For those who are new, welcome. Hi. Please consider subscribing. I'm a homeschooling mama with 5 kids. I have 5 daughters who are 7 years and below. On this channel, I share content about homeschooling, motherhood, about my passion for Christ, everything that you get to do really. So if you want to be inspired or you want to walk this journey with me, please feel free to subscribe to my channel and also to follow me on social media platforms. I'll leave all my links in the description box. Okay, so on this video I'll be doing a review. So someone might be saying, who are you? What qualifies you to do a review? Well, it's a personal review. This video is not sponsored by anyone. It's just the personal and honest review that I want to do for my followers, for you. I'll be doing a homeschool review of the curriculum that I used with my grade R learner. There's a long story to the whole thing. If you've been following me, you would know that I had a very advanced grade R student. I think I did a lot of preschool curriculum with her, like years leading to grade R. So when we got to grade R, things were a bit easier for her. I registered her with a service provider, South African service provider, but then I also had to buy a second curriculum. So today's video is about the second curriculum that I bought. That was the Good and the Beautiful. I've loved the Good and the Beautiful for years, and I like their approach on things. So yeah, we're so excited to do this one. Okay, let's get started. So my experience with this curriculum is with my third born. When she was, like I said, when she was doing grade R, that's when I purchased the curriculum. And also with my fourth born, she is 4 years old now, Entle. I initially did not plan to buy her any curriculum this year, and I didn't. Technically, I didn't. But she's using her sister's old material for from the Good and the Beautiful. So my take is in two folds, but I would like to focus on the one student who has completed the curriculum. So that will be Muge, my third born, and that's what this review is based on. Okay, probably that was the longest intro ever. But for someone who's new to homeschooling, they'll be like, what is the homeschool curriculum? And I know for some people that's like they're rolling their eyes, so that they know what I'm talking about. But I'm based in South Africa. So in Africa, it's not so common to homeschool, and we don't have a lot of African homeschool curriculum. Most of the time we get our curriculum from other countries or from other continents even. So yeah, a homeschool curriculum, it's basically like the material that you use. It's more like a book, but more than just a book. It's a material. Most of the time it will come with the instructions for you as the parent or as the facilitator, and then also the material that the child will need to do, like the workbook or whatever practices that the child will need to do. So that's what it is in the simplest form. I'll look for a proper definition and then I'm going to put it just here. But that's a simpler way of understanding it, that's something, the material that you use for your child. So for South Africans, we do have a South African curriculum, but the Good and the Beautiful is not South African. It's American based, I believe. Okay, let's get started with this review. I'll show you. This is one of the lessons. It's actually one of the units. This is one of the units of the Good and the Beautiful preschool curriculum I'm talking about. I'm going to look for a nice picture, hopefully from their website, where I can show, where I can show you guys here, and it will be in color. This one was in black and white because we printed it in black and white. I would recommend though, if you have access to resources to print in color, to do print in color, because they do teach a child colors, but when I looked at it, I was like, no, it's fine, we are good, because I knew that my student already knew her colors, and we just found a way to to get through the curriculum without using the color. But if you're using it for a preschooler, like a preschooler, and you want to teach them everything, please do print in color, because they do refer to a red apple and this yellow apple and this and that. So you do want your child to be able to engage with that part of the curriculum as well. Okay, so this curriculum basically, they focus on the letter sounds. So your child must know their uppercase and their lowercase letters. It's so cool because they break it down. So for example, this is unit 1, and it breaks it down to letters A, B, C, D. And then they will talk about avoiding lowercase b and d difficulty. You know how much children struggle with b and d. It's a struggle, but they make it so simple that when you're writing b, there's a bat and the ball. When you're writing d, it's a donut. So you see, the child then gets to understand, when I'm writing b, I start with the bat and then the ball. Then when I'm writing d, I start with the donuts before they put that line. So it makes it much easier for them to understand their handwriting. So they have numbers as well here. I think for this one, they said they have numbers 1 up to 5. Also good for pencil grip and motor skills. So they'll be tracing and cutting things and so on. So they have different units. So that was unit 1, the one I just showed you. Yeah, it's been used, loved. Yeah, they have different units and they focus on different letters. Okay, what I personally liked about it is that it uses a spiral approach. Like, they, as much as you focus on one letter, for the child to understand, but they keep on reviewing. Like on the next lesson, they will review what you have done. So they keep on reviewing. So in my opinion, it's more spiral than mastery. As much as you've done A, B, C, D, but they will keep on reviewing every time. When you do another lesson, then they review that. So that is great. And it was also great approach, because that's what we were using with the other curriculum as well with my daughter. So it was just making sense for her to do something and then recap, do something, then recap. That's what I like. Also, what we enjoyed with the stories inside the curriculum. They don't have a lot of stories, but let me look for one. Okay, I'm not gonna look for a story, but they have stories in there, and they incorporate God. Like, they incorporate how beautiful God's creation is, and you walk through the garden, obviously on the book. So I think that was great, and we loved that, and even my older kids loved that about this curriculum, that it incorporated God, in a way. And another thing that I liked, that we liked, were their pictures. They have very interactive pictures. They will have a picture, and then they will ask questions, or they will say something about the picture, and then they ask a child questions about the picture, which is so great, and it gives you, as a parent, an opportunity to increase your child's vocabulary, to increase their language skills, basically, as you talk about different things every day. So that was so cool. Also, if you're doing this curriculum with a matured student, they can read some of the things. Like, I would make my child read. She was grade R at the time. I made her read some of the instructions, and it was working out very well. And as you do the units, you get the frequency, like how things flow. And it's so good for a child to get to that rhythm, and it makes it much easier, especially if you have more than one child to homeschool, because you can just give a child a lesson, you go through that, they already know this is what expected of them. They already know when you're saying do this, they know how to do it. So that is also a plus. Another thing I personally liked like I said, I'm a homeschooling mama with 5 kids, and they're all relatively young because my oldest are twins who are 7. I mean, they're still babies themselves. So they all demand attention. So I loved the fact that there was no preparation required from me before the lesson. I love that because it will tell you, read to the child. Imagine that you are in the grass by the lake. So it's telling you what to do, and you're already doing it in front of the child. I love that. I really honestly love that because I don't have to stress and worry about preparing for the lesson. So I'll just go through it so I know, okay, so today we're doing this letter. Okay, this is what we need for this lesson. And everything is laid down there. Like when you start, they tell you everything that you will need for that letter, and makes life so much easier. And I honestly enjoyed the part that I didn't have to prepare before the lessons. You can just go in there and then you read while you're sitting with your child right there. I also love that the Good and the Beautiful is a big company. We're using it in other subjects as well, even with my old ones currently. And I love that, they're not fly by night. So their work is quality work. And if you make your preschooler do this, they will be advanced, I can promise you. When they go to grade R, they will know. They will know everything that the teacher will be talking about if you'll be taking them to school. Or if you continue homeschooling, you will see that when you do grade R, it will be much easier for your child to just cruise in grade R and understand the concepts and develop from the background that they've already have from the preschool binder. I'll leave the 3 folders to go because I think it came in 3 folders if I'm not mistaken. I'll leave the 3 folders that we had. I'll write them here. Oh yes, I purchased the online version. So you purchase it and then they send you the PDF document, and then you have to print it for yourself. Hence, I printed in black and white because it was me printing. It's not the Good and the Beautiful printing. That will be nice, but I'm in South Africa. It will take how long if I were to wait? I don't know. But anyways, that's the option that we opt for, and I think it's fine. Really is fine, I think. Just print in color. Another thing that's nice about this binder or about this curriculum is that it combines everything. Combines the literacy and the numbers and like tracing, so that's like handwriting, and cutting as well. So the child will be practicing cutting and tracing, and it makes life a little bit easier for you as a parent and also for a child because everything is just in one place. The Good and the Beautiful also have an online support in a form of like videos. They have their own YouTube channel. I'll leave it in the description box down below. You can just go subscribe to their YouTube channel. While you're subscribing, remember to subscribe to my channel as well. Have you subscribed? I'm bringing you good news, so you should subscribe to my channel and subscribe to my channel. I'll have a number of curriculum review videos because we have been homeschooling for years now and we have tried a number of curricula. So I am hoping to be able to film those review videos and hopefully you guys will enjoy them. So the Good and the Beautiful has their own YouTube channel, so you can get a lot of support from that. And they even have, when you purchase this curriculum, they will direct you to the relevant video, maybe for a certain letter sound. And they will have different videos that focuses on the letter sounds, and some they even use what do you call, but like when they're using their bodies while they're singing those rhymes for those letter sounds. So it makes it so much fun for a child. So you can play that for a child before a lesson or after, depending on how you do your lessons and depending on the time you have and the resources that you have. So I like that they have that. When you are busy, you can make your child go watch that and that they will be learning while you are busy maybe with the other kids. Another thing that we liked is the different techniques that they used in the curriculum. Like I already said, that they don't use just one method to teach a child, which is great really, because children are not the same, and if you change things a little bit, it just becomes fun for them. They have to cut this, they have to paste this somewhere, they have to go and sing and sing along, or doing different things. I love that. I love that. I love that with my third born. I'm loving that with my fourth born as well. Even though I said that I'm giving it to her, but I don't have high expectations with this, because I really was not planning on her having a formal curriculum right now. But when you are a homeschooling family, the youngest would also want to have something that belongs to them. So this is so precious to her, that she gets to spend time with mommy and you get to do this. And we're doing very well. And I'm just going with her pace. We don't do it every day. We do it every other day or whenever she wants to do it. But yeah, I'm loving that they use different teaching techniques, so it can work for different children. If your child maybe doesn't like this style or doesn't like this method of teaching, then there's something that you can find in the curriculum that your child will enjoy. Okay guys, I think I've mentioned more than 10 good things. The bad things, honestly, I wouldn't know what to say, because we enjoyed the curriculum, and like I said, I knew when I was taking the curriculum that my Lena was ahead, but I still wanted something to keep her busy, because I think we were not ready. Maybe it's more of us parents to take it to grade 1, because when we started the year last year, she was 4, turning 5 in June. And when she turned 5, we could see that she was flowing with the grade R curriculum and this curriculum. But it's still, there was this thing, in your heart, like, she's still too young, she just turned 5, she can't be doing grade 1 now, But I believe she was ready. So this curriculum was quite easy for her. And right now I'm doing it with my 4-year-old. We started when she was 3 years, she just turned 4. So I'm doing it with my 4-year-old, and it's just right for her. She's learning the uppercase and the lowercase letters. She's learning to read, because gradually the child is learning to read the CVC words, the 3-letter words. So she's learning that. So I think it's a right fit for her. We'll see how it goes, if she's able to finish it this year. If not, we'll continue next year, when she'll be 4, turning 5 next year, and then we'll see which other curriculum we'll do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. I will leave everything in the description box. I'll leave the link to the Good and the Beautiful in the description box. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you watched until the end, just type I love Thanda. Let's confuse those people who watch the first 30 seconds. Just type I love Thanda so much. Oh my gosh, I love Thanda so much. And then I'll know that you watched until this point. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to find out of other preschool curriculum that I'm using with my preschooler, leave a comment down below. And then also, if you want to see the other grade R curriculum that I used with my other daughter, you can also just check out the link in the description box. I hope to see you guys on the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this one. All right, I have to go. Bye.